Well, after beating the DA's Ngaba Banga by one vote, the ANC's Eugene Johnson is the mayor of Nelson Mandela Bay. They were neck and neck, begging the question of whether this will be a stable coalition. Johnson has come out swinging, saying that those who underperform will be relieved of their duties. Let's hear more from her and what her plans are for Nelson Mandela Bay. Mayor, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it. First off, congratulations. Just tell me, what's your plan to make sure that this coalition government is stable and that we don't see you being removed like we saw previously in Nelson Mandela Bay?
Good evening, and good evening to all the viewers. Let me start by saying, and we want to appease all the residents of this Nelson Mandela municipality and the city, that this coalition is going to work. We are going to ensure that there's equal respect for parties. We are not going to regard any party as a smaller party. This is going to be the first coalition that will work for 5 years, and we will ensure that that happens. May I just also say that?
Yeah.
We are going to build a special type of model that will sustain the collective until the end of this 5 years. And that is what we would like to appease our residents with.
Okay, so you're giving assurance in that regard, right? But the reality is that, what, you won by one vote. You had one council member who was absent, which means that that person could come in at any point when there's a possible motion of no confidence and vote against you. Just in terms of your agreements with these parties, I know you say your approach is that no one's a small party here. But when it comes to budgets and how you handle service delivery, etc., there could be some contention there. How do you work all of that out?
Can I just ask maybe, and we have been asking all media houses to just be a little bit patient. We will release a collective statement on the way forward as government, together with MMCs, because remember, we are a coalition government. We don't do anything without the other parties. When we meet with the media, when we meet with our residents, we will be doing that as a collective, so that there's equal respect, no one feels out. So I am not going to engage on what we will be doing, because we are at the stage of consolidating ourselves, and we are going to draft a plan, a strategic plan as to how we will ensure that service delivery go to our people.
Yeah, I guess that's refreshing to hear, right? Because you want to speak as one. Let's talk then about service delivery, Mayor, because you are ultimately in charge of this, and you're making big promises, especially when it comes to keeping the lights on, etc. Let's start with electricity, because there's a problem for all of us in this country. What do you have in place to ensure that you can avoid load shedding?
We will be having we have engaged with our executive directors, and therefore we are asking you to please be a bit patient. We have a plan. All I can say is that we have a plan. We have a plan for electricity. We have a plan for the drought. We have plans. But we are going to release resolutions that we will be adopting on all these issues at the press statement that we will be having on Tuesday.
Okay, I fully understand that, but I was hoping that you agreed to this interview so that you would be able to tell me some of those plans. Just in terms of service delivery, right? I know you don't want to give away too much, but the ANC campaigned on several grounds. You made several promises. You had a manifesto that, of course, speaks to the problems in the area, etc., and how you're going to deal with it. Tell me then, in that regard, how are you going to fix the issues that citizens have been complaining about in Nelson Mandela Bay?
Look, we still remain committed to our manifesto. We are still, because even if parties have different manifestos, our mission is the same. We have the same goal we have the same interest, and that is to ensure that service delivery go to our people.
How? That's just words. I want to know how.
Wait till Monday. Wait till Tuesday. Wait till Tuesday.
No, you know, Mayor, that's not how this works, right? You agreed to do this interview so that we could get answers about how you're going to lead this municipality. And you're telling me now to wait until next week. Do you not have the details?
I still think you have to wait until
What's your vision for Nelson Mandela Bay? Surely you don't need to wait for a plan to tell me what your vision is.
Our vision is to ensure that all our communities live in a prosperous municipality where they have reason to value how they live.
And you can't tell me how you're going to make it worthwhile for residents, how you're going to create jobs, how you're going to make sure that the service delivery issues are dealt with in Nelson Mandela Bay.
Do you really want to force the plans that you have for me to release that?
Okay, how would you use your position as consultant, right? It was a recent position as consultant on urban development and human settlements for a Swedish-funded NGO. How would you use your skills there as mayor now?
We have an MMC that deals with human settlement. We have an executive director that deals with human settlements. I will deal with them. I have an MMC which I'm talking to on a daily basis. We have the plan. We ensure that there's social cohesion in our informal settlements. We have a plan. We will be releasing that plan on Tuesday.
Okay, I'm going to actually let you go because I think we're wasting our time trying to get any details, right? Hopefully I'll be able to speak to you next week Tuesday so that we can get all the details, all the finer details. But do thank you for your time. Nelson Mandela Mayor Eugene Johnson. I was hoping she would be able to reassure her constituents, the residents of Nelson Mandela Bay. But if I was a resident of Nelson Mandela Bay and I watched that, I would not have been reassured.
Look, it's a municipality with massive, massive challenges, and primarily water. And it needs someone who can inspire confidence and leadership. To be fair, maybe she's not used to the television media. Maybe that she's one of those people that when you get down to it, she works well with people and she actually knows the business of council.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, politics is very much about inspiring confidence as well, and showing a sense of leadership. So let's give it till Tuesday, and let's see how it goes. It is a very fragile win, though, as you say. It's just one vote, and it's such a hotly contested area with so many problems. It's going to require a very firm and decisive hand.
Sally's the level-headed one.
Can I go work for the UN now?
Sally can work for the United Nations, yeah. All right.